You're a slave or you're not a slave?
How do you feel about this matchup again in 2024?
Who could be better on a given day than Biden?
What made you stop this man?
I ask anyone.
Everything he said I disagree with. I've met him, yes. Is he egomaniac and a little obnoxious? However, he's very smart.
Are you college educated?
I am totally
What has
educated.
Biden done right? The economy is going like this. Unemployment is shrinking.
We're all enslaved. You know, you're being taxed up the wazoo. Where is all this money going?
You, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, do solemnly swear
I, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, do solemnly swear
that you will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of your ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
What it do, Two Bald Dudes Army? This episode's on Biden versus Trump. Stay tuned for this week's episode. Roll clip. You looked at us and we looked at you. Can we ask you two a few easy questions? Okay. Easy stuff. What's your name?
Bree Brown.
Oh, nice name. I love it. What's yours?
Malibu Moon. My name is Michael. David.
All right, what's yours?
Daniel. RJ.
Jaber.
Clyde.
Brian, what's yours?
Patricia.
Kenneth. Who would you vote for nowadays, Trump or Biden? You first.
Oh, Lord.
You could say neither. It's fine. I get it.
I want to say neither, but we can't.
We can't say neither
But
because
it's
that would
definitely
be
fuck Trump. He's
yeah,
awful.
fuck Trump. Absolutely. I'm not saying that Biden is doing the best job right now. And I actually don't think that it should be a two-party system anyway. I think that it should be more options for us. I think that we should have more of a say of people who are in office instead of these like dinosaurs. No hate, no shade.
Oh, I would hate any day. We don't need Republican or Democrat. Let's just have a neutral party. Let's have a middle ground.
Exactly, because they're basically giving us two terrible options and having us choose between the lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's about time that we like stop doing that. So it's just like the false pretenses of having a choice when it's really the choice is being made for us. So with that being said, I would have to go with Biden because,
It's the better of the evil.
you know, it's the lesser of two evils, but that is a choice that I am reluctantly and forcefully making.
Reluctantly and forcefully, strong words. And I like what you elaborated on. It's like, why pick the red or the blue when you can have purple? Pick in the middle. Pick the easy medium, the best of both worlds, which you never have in our voting society.
And just to furthermore, like, Trump is now a convicted felon.
Oh my
so
God, can we please
it is
preach on
insane
that?
we don't allow convicted felons to vote, but we're allowing a convicted felon to run for office.
And an
I
impeached
just want to say
president.
and an impeached president. So what is that showing us on the world
He
stage?
wasn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah.
That
What
money
do
can
we
bend
look
rules.
like on the
It's like-
world stage to other people? So I just want to like say that too. Like, I'm not trying to be like, you know, that girl, but I mean.
Yeah,
If we're gonna allow him to vote, then we should allow convicted felons to vote. So that's all I'm saying.
Well,
Yeah.
damn, way to drop the ball on that one, right? You know, it's crazy, too, because there's a lot of people nowadays that see him being convicted, and some think he's wrongfully convicted and almost mark him as a martyr. You know, as if he's like a righteous hero for evading the tax system, evading, you know, fudging numbers and ruining business, you know, and creating bankruptcy and ruining jobs and all that. Everyone thinks him as a hero. Do you think that's a little slanderous or like bigot of American society? Like why do they think that?
Well, I think people who follow Trump, I'm not going to judge them too much,
Right.
Because I understand what it feels like to be pitted against another group of people. So I'm not going to judge them too much on that. What I will say is that at this point they're willfully ignorant because there's a lot of things that have been proven about Trump that it's like if you still support him at this point, it's like because they shout that they're so for the police and for the system and for like justice, but he's been a convicted felon now and you're still like finding a way to bend the rules to make him righteous in that way. So it's just like funny how they can like do that when it supports their agenda. What I will say is that I don't think that it's fair for us to only have those two options. And I think that we as a people need to really see who the real problem is. And it's not us against each other. It's us against a greater system that's making us choose between those two things.
You know what? I love that you bring that up because I asked a friend of mine what happens when the people of America lose faith in voting, lose faith in Congress, and they don't want to vote for either party. What's the contingency plan? Who do you vote for? Who steps in the office? What do we do? What do we do?
I think it's up to us to decide that. We could do something that's never done in history, which is rebel against that and say, hey, we don't want to vote between two dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Between two people who really shouldn't be in power. We want it X, Y, and Z way because we are the numbers. We are the 99%. So if we chose to do that, instead of being, it's your problem, it's your problem, it's your fault, and being against each other, then we probably could have a society that is ran so much better and it's ran by the people. But we choose to blame each other for each other's problems and not see who the real problem is.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, I agree. All right, final question. This one's fun. Okay. Probably never heard this one before. Don't slap me in the face for it. But between Biden and Trump and their mannerisms, their characteristics, their personality, which one do you think's the top or bottom? You first. You never heard that one, right? Yeah. Which one? Which one? Honest to God.
you know what? I think Trump is a secret bottom.
No.
I think he's so used to being a top in like as a facade,
Yep.
you know, that maybe when he gets home, he's like, dominate me, baby.
I heard the phrase lipstick lesbian.
Oh no, we not gonna do that.
I've never heard
No.
it.
He's not at that level. He would have to be cuter. But I would say that he probably is the type of person who wants like a dominatrix to
Secretly, he
to
does.
secretly do their thing on him. I would
love
say
it.
that.
I
Yeah.
love it. Okay, how about you, top or bottom? Which one, brother?
I feel like Biden gives me bottom vibes, and maybe Trump is like soft top verse, or I don't know.
Versatile.
Yeah, in there.
You know, whatever sells for Trump. Yeah, I love that. If you had to vote this term, would it be Trump or Biden? Who would you vote? Lesser of two evils.
Biden.
Biden. Okay, why?
Like you said, it's the lesser two evils.
Lesser two evils.
Yeah, it's just the better choice.
So, what has led you up to this point to distrust Trump and to believe in Biden more?
Very good question. I would say just Trump as a person in general. Like if you start at point A, it's like Trump as a person is not really a great person. As far as politics go, I don't know him personally, but as far as politics go, he's not a great person. He doesn't follow the rules. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I don't want to get too deep into it because everybody has their own opinions about everything, but for me it's just black and white.
Would you say nowadays that most people respect Trump, at least the radical ones, because of his brutal honesty or how rude he is compared to Biden?
Absolutely. I feel like most people respect that because they see it as a form of realism, or they feel like he's being authentic, and maybe that's the case, but I feel like as a whole, as a respect for the people in general, it's better to support someone that better aligns with the people, better aligns with the ideals of the people. And yeah, I feel like Biden better does that. He doesn't truly align with the people, but I mean, if you gave me the choice between Trump and Biden, then it would definitely be Biden. I mean, I respect Trump for being Trump, but he's not the guy that I would like to represent me in this world, Just take it from people's personal experiences from Trump. Like, there's been certain things that have been exposed about Trump that are not very, if you actually just take a second and listen to the people's stories and what they have to say about Trump, it's pretty much there.
Well, let me ask you this. This is probably the most real question you ever heard all night.
Okay.
When it comes to Trump or Biden, which one, based off personality, chauvinism, womanism, whatever you want to call it, which one do you think is the top or bottom, Trump or Biden?
Top or bottom? I think Trump's the bottom.
You think Trump's the bottom?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, fussy bottom. Very, very.
Really? So then what's Biden then? Is he a top or bottom too?
You know what? I think Biden might be a bottom too.
They're both bottoms?
They're both bottom. They're both taking it tonight.
Really? So why do you think Trump's more of a bottom guy when he acts like such a big shot?
You know, some bottoms are fussy, some bottoms are controlling, some bottoms know when they want it, some bottoms. I feel like Trump's probably a bottom. You know, he's fussy, and you know, after all that fussing, you want to get fucked though.
If you had to, who would you vote? Lesser of two evils, Trump or Biden? You first.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of either one.
That's fair to say. That's
Yeah.
fair to say.
I'm not a big fan of either one. I'm not really sure yet. I really am not. Yeah.
All right. Well, how about you? Are you sure yet?
I will say both. I don't want to vote for either one because I just think both are not in my favor at all. We need some new people. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I agree. So I even asked my friend the same question. What happens in a society when there's two candidates and you don't believe in either or, and no one votes for them? What happens? Is there a third party? Is there a contingency plan? What should we do then? What are your thoughts?
I feel like we should probably deconstruct the two-party system, but I really don't think there's a good alternative at this given time. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of today's political climate. So I just try to keep my distance from it. I mean, I don't know.
That's safe. That's safe. And how about you? Would there be someone that you could recommend as president? Celebrity, friend? Who would you recommend nowadays?
Selena Gomez.
There you go. That's good. That's good. Okay, final round. You probably never heard this question before, but based off of Biden and Trump's personalities, their demeanor, whether they're womanizing, dominant, whatever, which do you think's a top or bottom? Trump or Biden? You first.
Oh, I've never thought of them that way.
No one has.
Yeah, I probably don't want to think of them. No,
Bad visual.
give an answer. I don't want to give an answer. I can't. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I don't want to think of them that way at all.
I'm gonna say, honestly, I can't. I don't know what they would be.
Neither one.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're both bottoms, I guess.
They're both bottoms. Who would you vote for nowadays, Biden or Trump?
I would vote for Trump only because, with a lot of reasons why, but I'm not going to get into that right now.
I got you. Well, let me ask you this. This is a good one. So between Biden and Trump, in your opinion, which do you think is the top or bottom?
No, crazy.
Right, that's a good one. No one's asked that.
Biden is very brittle. So
Trump is the bitch, so I think he's a bottom.
Really?
Biden's the bitch too, so I think they're both bottoms.
Who would you vote for, Trump or Biden? Be honest.
yeah, Trump.
I would say Trump, and it's crazy because I'm a huge Biden fan, but
I know.
He's what we need at the time, Trump.
Right. How about you?
I'm currently focused on my local elections, and I'm not worried about the president.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
No. This is the question that matters now. Now, out of Biden and Trump, based off personality, demeanor, ethics, whatever, who do you think's the top or bottom? You first.
Oh, a top or a bottom?
Yeah, baby.
I feel like both of them are bottoms.
Really?
Both of them are bottoms.
Heard that a
I
lot.
feel like Trump will give tranny bottom. He gets tops by trans women, and Biden seems like a race play. It has to be a black top kind of.
Nasty.
Yeah.
How about you? Who do you think?
I feel like Trump is the lipstick lesbian, and I feel like
Lipstick lesbian? You bad.
They're both sluts. They're trashy. They're both slutty.
they need a manicure.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Donald Trump.
Who would you elect out of anyone? Celebrity, best friend?
Wait.
I love her, but she stays in her office in the back. If she comes out of the office, she'll be able to do the shit.
All right, who would you vote for?
Sexy Red.
Who the hell's Sexy Red?
You don't know Sexy? You know what? This interview.
The artist. No. Come here. It's for YouTube. Two bald dudes. We ask easy ass questions. Are you all in a group? You all together? Who would you pick nowadays, Trump or Biden? You go first.
Honestly, I would say both of them. That's my opinion.
That's honest. I agree.
I'm honestly not of the age to have such a high opinion. I don't have a family. I don't have taxes. I don't got to pay for stuff. So, personally, I can't vote right now.
Well, how old are you?
How about her? Oh, I'm 16.
All right, how about her? What do you say?
I'm 17. I'm also underage to vote, so I don't know.
Well, if you could, what do you think?
How you doing?
I don't know.
You don't know yet? If you were to vote, would you pick for Trump or Biden? Honest opinion. Doesn't matter what you say. What would you say?
Probably not Biden at this time.
Okay. And why?
He's done a poor job managing our country for the past few years.
valid. That's valid. So you would pick the lesser of two evils per se, or the most coherent of two evils, or what?
The most coherent, if I had to choose, yes.
Out of both individuals that are running, unfortunately, based on their personality or their demeanor, which one do you think's the top or bottom? Right? That's a good one. No one's ever asked her that, have they? What do you think? Trump or Biden? Who's the top or bottom?
I feel like Biden's the bottom.
Yes.
And Trump would be a top.
Without question.
Without question.
You know, he's more dominating. He's more of an asshole. Trump, Biden's more of like a bend over and take it from China. Now, let's say if you had to choose not between those other individuals, who would you pick nowadays? Celebrity friend to be president. Who would you pick? Off the cuff. Oprah, whatever you want. Beyonce, it doesn't matter.
No.
No.
Wow. Maybe Oprah.
All right. Now, why Oprah?
I feel like she would know how to manage a business.
Yes.
At the very least, keep the great face on the business.
Yes.
That's why I would choose her.
And everyone gets a paycheck. You get a paycheck. You get a paycheck.
If something negative is happening, she keeps it out of the limelight, so I give her that.
There you go.
I give her that.
Keep the people safe.
For 30 plus years, she's been extremely controlled and has managed herself extremely well. Gotta give her that.
So under pressure, she perseveres.
Clearly.
That's my boy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So help me God. Vice President Johnson, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chief Justice, President Eisenhower, Vice President Nixon, President Truman, Reverend clergy, fellow citizens. We observe today not a victory of party, but a celebration of freedom, symbolizing an end as well as a beginning, signifying renewal as well as change. For I have sworn before you and Almighty God the same solemn oath our forebears prescribed nearly a century and 3/4 ago.
Bald dude.
What it do, Two Bald Dudes Army?
This episode's on Biden versus Trump. Stay tuned for this week's episode. Roll clip.
So that way your roll clip is going to be, yeah.
Like that.